officials of the Department of State Service on Thursday in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, allegedly denied human rights activist and presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, Mr. Omoyele Sowore, access to detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, despite granting him a formal invitation. Sowore was listed among those expected to visit Kanu as requested by the Ipob leader on Thursday, a document acquired by The Punch revealed. The activist, who arrived at the facility at about 2 p.m. at the appointed time, was asked to sit in the visitors' waiting room till about 4:50 p.m. and eventually the officials denied him access to see Kanu. Narrating his ordeal at the DSS facility to journalists, Sowore said Kanu's father-in-law, who was also at the facility to the visit him, was brief in his visit to enable him, Sowore, to take his turn since the service could permit only one person at a time. Sowore said his lawyer made an application for me to visit him with a lawyer who is also his father-in-law. His father-in-law, when he came back, said Kanu was eager to see me, and that was why he left on time to enable me go in and see him. I waited for another 20 minutes and we had to approach them to know what was going on. They said, "Sorry, Mr. Sowore, the time of visitation has elapsed," and that was how I was denied opportunity to see him. So I am going to be pushing for a visitation, but this time around, when I am going to invite everybody to come with me, anybody who is willing to come. But I am very disappointed. They think they can play games with some of us who are interested in seeing him freed as soon as possible. He hasn't even committed any crime to have warranted him extradition from Kenya. I know how sensitive they are about this. They have attacked me several times, but for what is important is his rights and the rights of his people, the rights of Africans to seek whether whenever they want. Their rights, either to self-determination, liberty, freedom of association, are not only enshrined in our constitution but also guaranteed by international organizations. The IPOB leader is being prosecuted over allegation of treasonable felony preferred against him by the federal government. He is facing 7 counts after 8 counts were struck out by the court. You begin to ask yourself, why did they struck out all those 8 charges? Why? The question is why. We know what they are up to. Whether Sowore see him or not, so the most important thing is that let him be freed. Let him be freed. Buhari, Malami, all of you. Honestly, this is too terrible. What some people just want in this country is that because they are gullible to the government, everybody should just keep quiet. Don't just say anything. They will do this, they will do that. See Toji Bello that they are talking about. See all other bandits they are talking about. If it happened, they have such people in the southeast, they will just be killing innocent people anyhow the way they like. But see all these people, they are in this country, and the Malami government or whatever, whether it's his government or Barry's government, telling us how much they spent in bringing Nnamdi Kanu back to this country. But within the country, we have bandits who are moving around, doing the naming ceremony, getting chief starting title. No, they won't do anything. And you want to clap, you are saying one Nigeria. I think it just dawned on a Governor Akeredolu when Amotekun were supposed to be armed, giving arm to do their work. They say no, they won't do that. But just recently, this Hasina organized their own security outfits. Before you could say Jack Robinson, they allowed them to get ammunition. And you are saying this is one Nigeria. He's not crying at oh, this is injustice. People are asking. Now today you know say na injustice. All the one way they talk, where your mind dey? Well, those that are supposed to be in underground say are right there in northwest. They are right there in northwest doing nothing. To them, honestly, the situation is so pathetic. Those that are supposed to be in underground cell are right there in northwest forest and Sambisa collecting Roja from federal government. They pretend as if they don't know the camp of these terrorists. They know, they do. Sometimes military rule do us good than absolute bad. This guy supposed to be in German cell at Kirikiri. What is your problem with Kanu? I don't understand for them. Oh. This is why I don't even pity Nigerians, because they deserve what they all get in Nigeria. Look at the comment above and you will discover that it's really a jungle and zoological republic where they celebrate their oppressors to Fiakwa. And that is it. And that's what baffles me. It's so annoying that people who are supposed to know better, government will be doing awkward things, even to them, that they themselves, they don't even know their own direction, they don't even know what awaits them in the future, yet they will be coming out and supporting government. Oh, it serves them right. They just want everybody to be quiet. Let the politicians continue with their impunity, and if you cannot beat them, you join them. And that is what we have been seeing, and that's why you see that a lot of people are reluctant when they said, oh, it will get to a stage that all Nigerians will come together and say, oh, this is exactly what we want. For where it's not going to come. Oh, it will not come, because while some people are going in one direction, some people are going in the opposite direction, then how do you want that unity? And the politicians know exactly what they will use to divide the people the more, so that they will not come together, because there is power and strength in unity. But if you are not united, this one will be saying this one. And those who are supposed to say the right thing, or who are saying the right thing, they will be discouraged. Now you brought somebody since last year. This is the same government who has been blowing horns. Nnamdi Kanu has been doing this, has been doing that. Now we are counting the second year. They've brought him to this country. And yet, put him behind bar. You cannot put him behind bar. If you want to jail him, you jail him. If you want to free him, you free him. You said he has done X, Y, Z. Yet you have the judiciary, you have everything. You cannot even do the needful. UN has come out to say leave and release this guy and pay him handsomely, because you arrested him illegally. The C cannot do it. And some people will be telling us that his offense is the greatest offense in the land, and we have people who are killing and doing all manner of things. The government will not do anything about it. Rather, they will be talking about a amnesty for Boko Haram and the bandits. Well, sometimes it's cooking. Something is really cooking in Nigeria. What are you going there to do? Somebody is asking Sowore, what did he go there to do? To go and see why he went there to go and see Nnamdi Kanu. Sowore, the jack of all trades but master of none, a 10-faced man indeed. Instead of him, money is slain junior brother who died last year. The zombie is busy chasing shadows around. And how did his brother die? If he starts to mourn or start talking about, if he continues to mourn his brother, that means we have to be talking the the reason why, or who are the people behind his brother's death. And you begin to say, oh, why should he be saying that? Because if you dig deep down, you will know that something did not just go right. This country, honestly. Well, the DSS will realize Nnamdi Kanu on one condition. They will release him on one condition: if the old Igbo's land can be restored back as a peaceful region, and accept to disarm all those terrorist groups from Nnamdi Kanu and his cohorts, and again prostrate before the whole Nigeria to forgive them, and prostrate for President Muhammadu Buhari, and promise not to foment or disturb the peace of law-abiding citizens of southeast of Nigeria again. All Nigerians will help him beg PMB to give DSS order to release him. Can you imagine what this one is spewing out of his mouth? See your face like a situation of Nigeria, suffering and smiling. Well, talk is free. Are you an Igbo man? Did the Igbo told you Nnamdi Kanu is their problem? Although you are a good example of uh what is Nigeria? It's lies and deceit. That is why we are going backward. We are never going to be moving forward with people like you. That is it.